Welcome to Search for Signs. My name is Gary Willing. If this information interests you, please press the like and subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. An interesting story about Benjamin Creme was the couple times that he came to Atlanta, I was actually responsible for driving him around. This one morning, I had to pick him up to take him to a radio station for an interview. The radio station was probably about 35 or 40 minutes, I guess, from the hotel, if I remember correctly. He was staying at a hotel down by Lenox Mall, which is a pretty popular mall in Atlanta. And the radio station was way up in Gwinnett, so it was about, like I said, 35 or 40 minutes from there. And I had left myself enough time to get there, and so when I get to the hotel, I park the car, and I go inside, and I call his room, and he's not ready yet. So he said, look, I'll be down in a bit. So I'm sitting in the lobby, and my phone goes off, starts ringing. And it was the woman who was in charge for booking the interviews that around the country when he was in the States. She was the one that was kind of responsible for it. And she said, well, you guys on your way? And I said, no, he's not on his way yet. He's still up in the room. Well, you need to go get him, is what she said. I said, well, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna he knows what time to come down, right? He's a big boy. He can figure it out. So a few minutes go by, and she calls back again. Well, you guys on the way yet? No, not on the way yet. Well, you need to go up and get him. I said, I'm not going to get him. And she kept getting kind of stressed about it, because it was actually getting kind of close to the time where I was kind of cutting it short for taking him out there, because I didn't actually know exactly where this radio station was anyway. So she must have called 3 or 4 times. Finally, I just stopped answering my phone as I waited for Benjamin Creme to come down. And eventually he comes down into the lobby. The elevator door opens up, and he's got this huge smile on his face, and he said, hey, Gary, how you doing? And I said, I'm fine. And I said, hey, just want to let you know that this woman, I won't mention her name, but is kind of going nuts on the phone. And he looked at me and he goes, it's just her lesson. We'll be fine. Don't worry. And he didn't know anything about Atlanta, so he didn't know how far it was. He never even asked me where the place was and all that kind of stuff. So we get in my car and we're driving, and to be honest with you, I didn't go through any lights to get him there. I just kind of drove the normal drive speed, and we did hit a little bit of traffic, but not much. And I make the turn left, bada bing, bada boom, go down the street, yada, 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 turn into the parking lot. And I let him out right in front of the door to the radio station. And I go park my car. And he was older at the time, so he was kind of just getting in. And the woman who was doing the interview was kind of standing in the doorway. And she greets him with open arms, and eventually takes him upstairs and walks him upstairs. And it was right at the time of the interview was supposed to be. I can't remember if it was 10 o'clock in the morning or whatever, but it was almost to the second that he put the headphones on, and bam. And I remember thinking about this in terms of timing, and how his timing couldn't have been more perfect. A second or two later, he wouldn't have been late for the interview, which would have been pretty bad, right? And I say all this to say is that Maitreya's timing when it comes to the world is going to be just like that. There are going to be people, and there already are really, people who doubt the fact that Maitreya is here because they don't see him on TV. They don't know he's there. He's not claiming to be Maitreya. He's not out and about. The world hasn't changed yet, and yada, yada, yada. And Maitreya, I guarantee you, when you see him on TV, his timing is going to be just like that. Just like in the movies, right before the whole shit hits the fan, you know what I mean? Like the whole building collapses, the hero goes in and grabs a person just in the nick of time. It's going to be just like that. And so just watch and wait and see. But that's what I think is going to happen. And as always, take action. Help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos. Have a great day.